Yeah, I've got two cards on this. We'll start with Bob Birdseye. Bob, are you here?
Yeah. Sorry. I apologize.
Oh, no problem. I probably didn't speak up.
That's okay. Good evening, Mayor Joyner, Council Members Cosgrove, Nader, Short, and Heydrich. I understand that you will be addressing the budget presented to you by the City Manager's Office. As a citizen in this town, I feel that it is necessary to voice my opinion on the proposed cuts to public safety personnel, the insufficient cuts to top city management, and your failure to consider the Augustine proposal as an alternative revenue source. I'd also like to address the issue of gathering recall petition signatures in public places. After reading the June 25th issue of the Lincoln News Messenger, I learned that the City Manager's Office, After reading the June 25th issue of the Lincoln News Messenger, I learned that the city proposes to lay off 7 police officers and 3 firemen. It appears to me that the City Manager's Office hasn't done complete and thorough staff work to analyze the effects of these proposed layoffs and hasn't considered other alternatives to these layoffs. I would like to know if the City Manager's Office provided the City Council with a cost analysis with regard to these public safety officer layoffs, or completed a workload and service delivery analysis of these cuts to ensure that the citizens in this community are well protected. You can't make an informed decision about budget cuts, especially the public safety, unless you have an idea of the effects of those cuts beyond just the cost savings. Second, why are all these cuts being made to public safety first instead of top management? If cuts need to be made, then why focus on the police and fire department first? Is this another scare tactic from the City Manager's Office? We should instead preserve public safety and begin with draconian cuts with the senior level management before even thinking about cutting public safety. I'm recommending that the senior level management take more than a 5% pay cut, but a minimum of a 25 to 30% cut. Consider the 15% pay cuts that the state of California imposed on its employees through furloughs the past 2 years and the hiring freeze that it imposed. The city should impose similar pay cuts and should not be hiring anyone when we are laying off public safety personnel. Residents and businesses in this town will be faced with increased crime and insurance costs and significant delays in response time if these public safety cuts are made. What resident or business would want to stay in a town without adequate public safety personnel? Please tell me how Mr. Estep is concerned with the layoff of public safety personnel when he does not even live in the city of Lincoln. If he resided in Lincoln, perhaps he would be more concerned. In addition to pay cuts, the city should be seeking concessions on pension benefits from senior level management. Pension benefits of 2.7% per year of service, starting at age 55, is totally out of line. And where will the city find the money to fund the costs of these retirees? Third, the city has not looked hard at revenue alternatives despite the looming bankruptcy. Several citizens have come before the council to discuss the proposal by Mr. Tom Augustine for a $5 per month tax on water, sewer, and garbage services for a total of $15 per month on both households and businesses with no exceptions. Why not place this item as a ballot measure as a special tax specifically for police and fire? This alternative would in fact save the city of Lincoln money and could perhaps keep the city from bankruptcy within the next 18 months. Fourth, I think that it's time to go from being a general law city to a charter city. With a charter, the citizens could put into effect laws that the council could not change without a vote of the citizens, unlike changes to the municipal code. For example, with a charter, you can set salaries for the council, eliminate pensions for council members in the future, create offices like an elected city attorney, and none of it can be changed without a vote of the people. A charter is to a city what the Constitution is to the nation or the state, and it cannot be changed without a vote of the people. With a charter, we can put safeguards in place to prevent the kinds of mismanagement that has happened with our city government from ever happening again. Finally, I would strongly urge that no one, whether they are affiliated with the city or not, interfere with, harass, or intimidate the recall for Lincoln
Okay,
2011.
Bob, I'm
Yes.
going to stop you there. This is specifically to the budget. So
Okay, well, let me add something else.
not on that topic, Bob.
No, I'll add to it. If you were to liken the city of Lincoln to a house, it is a house that needs to be torn down to the studs and the foundation and then rebuilt. First, we need a recall to clean out the house.
Bob.
Then we need to get the funds to rebuild the
All right,
house
Bob, I'm
with
sorry.
the Augustine proposal.
Got to stay away from the recall.
I'm just adding on some other stuff. I'm
Well,
not
I know
even
you're
mentioning
adding
the
on some
recall anymore.
other stuff. This is specifically a discussion of the budget.
I
And
know.
You need to keep your comments to that.
And then we need to tear down the house to its studs and foundation and rebuild it by restructuring city government with a city charter, reorganizing city government, and getting new people on the council who will represent the will of the people and not just the special interests. Yes, this house we call the City of Lincoln needs rebuilding, and you can call me Bob the Builder. Thank you.